How are you?
Absolutely fine. What about you?
I'm doing very well, and first of all, I welcome you back to your own campus, Asian School of Business. How does it feel to be stepping back on campus as an alumni?
Well, it's the same for me. Like, I'm always a student of this college, and the college is like a second home for me.
Okay, great. So, Harshal, if you try and compare yourself, how you stepped in 2019 and then spending these 3 years at the institution, what kind of changes do you see in yourself and how has the journey been for you?
When I started learning, when I started getting exposure in the industry of IT through Asian School of Business, I was totally changed. Like in a movie, when you see that there is one boy who used to come to the college, he used to sit and take classes and go back, and suddenly a change used to come, and the entire personality is changed right now. That goes with me. Sometimes I used to think that it was a dream for me, but now I'm thinking like, no, I have that capability. I got to learn with my teachers, even my seniors has helped me a lot to build my own personality.
Right. So Harshal, the kind of change you're talking about, the kind of change in your personality that you observe, does not come without efforts. I'm sure you and I myself have seen you putting so many efforts in, so many parameters. So, what all things did you do to make your journey of 3 years fruitful?
Starting with it, I was already guided. Like when my teacher used to guide me, like like in this college we had every faculty which used to guide the particular student. So my faculty used to guide me like, okay, here's your profile. You have many other things to do with, and just to start with, go with some co-curricular activities. So at that time, talent hunt used to come in, and you won't believe, like before 2 days of talent hunt I was not even ready to participate, but on the day of talent hunt I participated in 3 activities back to back, and then my stage fear was gone. And then again my faculty of me told me that, okay, now you take the line of co-curricular activities, brush your skills, and then come back. Then followed by, I used to go to different colleges, different institutions, and the best part was I was winning one by one, starting from the business plan in IIMT, then gyms, and then carried on. Then by the next year, my training faculty told me now it's a time to brush your IT skills.
Right.
So when I stepped into the IT world, it was huge, and I was like, how come I will do it? Then she said that, okay, go for one particular role. Let's take the, like, if you come in technical part, that's known as front end development.
Right.
So I go in the front end development. Then I used to get exposure in, you can say, a startup company. Then followed by, I got an exposure in two multinational brands, which was Microsoft and Deloitte.
Right.
Then followed by, I moved into a company naming Ads Role, which was a US based startup. Okay. And then followed by, I used to go Cyberworks, and today, right now, I'm in Flipkart as a project associate. So the journey was like to enhancing the skills through different, you can say, staging levels, then followed by the certificates which I used to get. Because see, me as a person, I love to get awards and certificates.
So, what suggestions can you give in terms of the opportunities that you have seen in this domain? What kind of career opportunities are available for the people who are wanting to get into this field?
So basically, if you talk about BCA, so BCA, I would rather say BCA in this college is totally different from other colleges. Why? Because one is you get a single degree where you
Right.
learn a particular set of languages, a particular set, which is there inside the course from lot many years. And then there is Asian School of Business, where you're not just getting a degree, you're getting many things apart from it. For example, personality development, training courses, and many other diplomas which will help you guide your way. It is possible that a person who's doing the BTech is equivalent to BCA. It's just like how you want to train yourself. And in this, Asian School of Business is one of the best. Because here it is not like, okay, if you're coming to the faculty, she's saying that, okay, I'm not free. This is not the way here it is. It is like, okay, let me know what is the thing, Let's do it today. Let's do it after the class. Whatever is the reason, there is no, like, the word no is not here. So that's the good part about it. And then the BCA program is like, it's a 3-year program, but when you start learning, you'll be like, if you're learning with a good pace, if you're going through the entire course program, if you're going with the multiple diplomas, which I said earlier, you are equivalent to a BTech person. That's the good thing.
Great. I happen to read your LinkedIn profile bio where you have mentioned that the only way to master your personality is to learn new abilities. Right? So, how did you come up with such a statement, and are you a keen believer of the same?
Well, yes, this line was like I updated this line long back in 2020 itself. So the line says that you can be a master of all. It is not like you can always be a jack of all and master of none.
Right.
But to become the master of all, you need that particular knowledge in every domain. I'm not saying you need, for example, if you are in project management, it's not necessary that you need to be a very good project manager. But on the other hand, if you are a good developer as well, so you have the good ability. So learning new things will always help you gain more knowledge. And through knowledge, you can do anything in terms of you can create your business, you can create yourself. So for me, knowledge is like a food to me. From wherever I used to get, I used to take it and apply it. Even on the stage when a guest is speaking, many of them are like, why this guest is speaking, my time is getting wasted.
Right.
But at the same particular time, if you see that that guest is sitting on the stage, there is a reason behind why he is sitting there, why he is a CEO of a particular company right now.
They've had a journey behind
Absolutely.
that.
So learning from them is a good thing. So that's the thing, like learning new abilities is only way to master your personality. And the more you learn, the more you will master yourself. That's the thing.
Harshal, I have seen you myself getting into so many things in one go. You can multitask, and you were somebody who's always sucking on to opportunities. I want you to share your achievements with us. What all have you achieved in past few years, and what kind of tags do you proudly carry with yourself now?
So, okay, let's start with the awards part. So, if you talk about the awards and certificates, right now I have around 34 certificates, okay, of different domains again. And if you talk about awards, I have awards in singing, I have awards in Eureka Pub. I guess you heard of a brand of Eureka.
Right.
So, I have played there, okay. Then I have won business plan competition, I guess 6 times non-stop. Then if you come into my technical part, I have 5 licenses back to back. It's starting from IBM where I have Python for data science, then from Microsoft where I have Azure fundamentals, then I have one more in Google where I have learned technical fundamentals. Then there is one more certification of Google which is Python again. So these are some of the tags which I'm carrying with me, and again there is no stop.
Right, I'm sure the list is always going to continue and the learning should never stop. And that's how Harshal is. Harshal, so people opting for IT or trying to make a career there also have somewhere back in their mind whether or not they should risk it up into entrepreneurship. Though if we look at the journey of startups in India, they're all tech-based. So do you think that it's a good option and students like you can get into it, get into entrepreneurship?
So, see, entrepreneurship is something where you can guide your own. You are the own leader, you are the own CEO, and you are handling the entire firm. So, going into entrepreneurship, again, I would say that you should have that knowledge of that particular domain. Otherwise, see, it is an up and down of domains. For example, if you go in website making, so there are different kind of websites. Now, in that particular domain, if you are risking it, then you should know that, okay, this is the market segment I am carrying on. This is the market where people are looking for this particular set of websites which are not there in the market.
Right.
So then your entrepreneurship will work on that part. But if you're going unplanned and if you're saying like, okay, I'm an entrepreneur and I will do and this, that will not work. Again, the market scenario, you need to get the market scenario. What is happening in the market? what are the future scopes and how you're going to fix them or how you're
Right.
going to uphold them.
So a strong technical knowledge backed up with some managerial experience is something that
Yeah.
you recommend is a good blend to get
Yes.
into it.
So basically, technical knowledge is good, but on the other hand, now what I have seen in the market, if you know technicality, you should have the experience, or you can say you should know how to interact with somebody.
Right. Soft skills.
Yes. So if you have those soft skills, you are more into that domain, because many times what happen, you are sitting with a guy who's more knowledgeable than you.
Yes, true.
But at the same time, if you are getting the knowledge out of him and applying it on your own, so that would help, because that at that time the person will think, okay, he wants to learn more, let's guide him more. So that's where how the conversation will build.
Right, right, great. Harshal, so one message that you would like to convey to the students who are now starting their journey and have opted for BCA, they've good 3 years with them. How can they utilize these years fruitfully, and some lessons that you've taken from your own experience which can help them move at a better pace, and at that too with lesser risks in hand?
So, say students, I would say just be focused on it, because when you move into college life, I know many people have watched different kind of movies like Mehun and all, and they were like so cool and all. That is all are there in this institution. But the only thing is, when you move into college, you need to find your way, because the starting of the year is what where you get indulged with multiple things.
Right.
And then many of you maybe get lost, because what usually I face was I was lost in the beginning, like I told you. So at that time you need to find your certain way out it. And then if you're doing BCA, don't be fond like, okay, I'm doing BCA and then I'll do MCA, then I'll do a job. Don't think that ways. You are living in the present. Maybe it is possible when you're doing the BCA part, after 1 year you are getting a big opportunity in one of the MNCs. So it always depends upon how you are taking and tackling the things. I have seen people who are keen towards studies. They always used to study, they top, but again the ultimate result is what? They are not getting that kind of placement which they have to
Right.
get.
For that, exposure is important, and for that you need to participate.
Correct. And in Asian School of Business, there are a hell lot of events going on. Every month you will get a new event. So participate more. The more you participate, the more you will get more exposure, because in every event there is some kind of, you can say, exposure which will help you in the next event. For example, let's take the business plan. You will, like, it would be the first time they will be building a business presentation.
Right.
Now, in the first thing, they will get to know, okay, what is a business plan? Many will write the entire definition, what is business plan. But that's the starting how they're going to
Start
do it.
thinking about it. Right.
Here, they will get the exposure from the faculties that, okay, this is the thing which you needs to improve. Then again, they will see that, okay, these are the things which I need to improve. Now I will build a new presentation. Now that is the thing where you will get some, you can say, more knowledge from the faculties, and that will help you succeed in more events which will be coming inside like the next year. So that's one thing. Then secondly, in this education part, see, education is very important in terms of technicalities. It is also possible that today, if you're learning a simple language, for example C, maybe it is possible the other day it get abandoned. So in technical world, you need your mind, you yourself need to be very open.
Adaptable.
Yep. And when the students will start saying that, okay, this is how it works, because when we come to BCA, you are inside a IT field. So right now we have seen, okay, how a calculator works. Okay, we just simply write, but nobody knows how it works in the back end. So once you get that, okay, this is how it works. So that's the thing that will help them. You can say, more encouragement for them. So, and also then coming back again, you'll be getting more exposure in terms of co-curricular activities. Co-curricular in education means more guest lectures, more diplomas from other companies, other brands. That would help them again. So all of this from my end, and always be open to your faculty members because those are the best people who can guide you. Even me myself, Garima ma'am, Maru sir and all, they have only guided me, and that's why I'm here sitting as an alumni.
Thank you so much, Harshal. Let's start with the rapid fire. Are you all set?
Yeah.
Okay, one fondest memory that you've taken from Asian School of Business.
Cashier 2019.
Okay, who was your favorite faculty at ASB?
Maru sir.
One mistake that you regret you made.
That is making more friends, making toxic friends.
Okay, most precious learning that you take away from here.
That is everything which I learned, like the diplomas and the degree.
Okay, what does Harshal do in free time?
Play games.
Okay, if not this career, was any other career planned for you?
Then it would be IIT.
Okay. Harshal, if given a chance, what would you pick out of the following? Ethics or profit?
Profit.
How do you manage time?
Well, doing some research and seeing like what is important and what is not.
What is that one thing you absolutely love and one thing you hate about yourself?
Well, I love what I am right now, okay, and I hate silly things which I used to do. Like I still used to mess up things.
If given a chance to relive your college life 3 years, if we go back in time, what are few things that you would like to do again?
I would like to experience all the events once again and having the knowledge from the faculty members again.
Okay, friends and college, they both are intertwined together. So what kind of friendships did you make in college?
So I have different sets of friendship in terms of, you can say, relationship friendship, and you can say some brothers are still with me. So that kind of friendship are still there with me.
Great. And one thing that you feel is your mantra for life, you always stick to it.
Well, that would be my tagline, which I used to say that the only way to master your personality is to learn more things to grow yourself.